No Movies in Hell.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and today we are reviewing Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
Super cute.
It was very cute. I was surprised at how funny it was, like just quippy, I guess. I'm not really familiar with the YouTube or like the short like that came out a couple years ago. But I did know that Jenny Slate was the voice. And that was pretty much it. Like people, I've been in situations where people are like, "Oh, I love Marcel the Shell," and I'm just like, "Okay, cool."
I hadn't heard of it until I saw the trailer, and then you and I talked about it, and you said, "Oh yeah, it's been around for a few years. It's been on YouTube." So then I looked it up. I was surprised how funny it was too. And when they were rolling through the credits, I was like, "That's Isabella Rossellini."
Yeah. I was trying to figure out who the voice was. It sounded familiar. Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, it's Isabella Rossellini. Okay, I guess that makes sense." Yeah, it was really cute, and I like how it incorporated a lot of modern day situations being viral on social media, like the house being Airbnb'd and it's like in LA. The fact that like I love the kind of the commentary that Marcel realizes that all these people are commenting on YouTube, but nobody's trying to help.
Right. And they're coming to his house, and he's like, "This is not the team I envisioned."
Yeah. It's like, I just want Leslie Stahl. I just thought it was really cute. Very well done. I'm pretty sure it took a very long time to do it.
Oh yeah, I think so. I went the day that Jenny Slate was in New York. It was the opening weekend, and she came and did an introduction of the film. And she said it took 7 years. It was in progress for 7 years. So I know that's a crazy amount of time. Props to her for getting it done.
Yeah.
And
She's done so much in like 7 years too.
Yeah, it didn't seem like I don't know what her original vision was, but it seemed like she didn't really have to compromise a whole lot. I mean, it seemed like there was it was very authentic.
Yes. Yeah. And it's interesting to see. It's almost like a Rube Goldberg of like, how are things going to work if you're really, really small and you got to do stuff? It's going to take years to get across like the lawn.
Right. I did think the spiders would become like more of a thing. Like I thought maybe they were going to attack, or like there'd be some sort of interaction there. But the whole storyline with Marcel's grandmother, and I thought it was a really interesting song that Marcel sings at what is basically the memorial. I was just like, what song would have been more appropriate? It just seemed like an odd thing. Like everything else seemed like it fit. And that just didn't. I really feel like that made a ton of sense to me.
Maybe that's the limitations of what the previous owners of the house like listened to. So maybe that, it was what was exposed to him. But yeah, it's very funny. And
I mean, when they sang the song, did you think that like, oh yeah, that makes sense?
No, it was just like, why is this happening? But it's very quirky and idiosyncratic, so I'm kind of not surprised.
All right. So it got a pretty good score.
Yes, yeah.
You gave it a 3 for acting. I gave it a 2. I don't remember why. I think because voice act, not that it's not very hard, and not that it's not, but it's just like, it is harder to judge acting as a whole, from a category perspective against voice acting. Even though there were like Dean was acting and Leslie Stahl was acting, that they weren't playing too far off their normal personalities, I felt like. So yeah, from an acting perspective, I just gave it a 2.
Yeah. Well, for production quality, I thought it was okay. The story was okay. It's followed a similar, like a similar pattern. I mean, I love the jokes and stuff, but it was very much like you could tell what was going to happen. I mean, of course, it's a film for everyone. I think the production quality was good. I'm sure, but I don't know. I really love like the cinematography, and I love kind of the sun wash in the way that the house was portrayed, like all of the scenery in the film. I just felt was really done right. I mean, overall, I liked it.
Kind of where you get the extra perspective from the Q&A or from having someone speak at the screening is like, it took 7 years, like from a continuity perspective. That seems like a tremendous like endeavor. I thought the cinematography was great, how they had to tell the story from like that, like from a tiny perspective. Production quality too, I kind of felt like that played into it, where I liked his little outfit when they went out in the car, like he gets the backpack and he gets stick on the map. That was
Yeah, that was very funny.
The story I thought was unique. Like it wasn't particularly surprising, but it was definitely something that I haven't seen before. Soundtrack, I would have given it a 3 if that one song had made more sense to me. Honestly.
The funeral song or the memorial song.
Yeah. So I think we were pretty in line on this one. I gave it a 3 for Raiders Choice, but you gave it a 2.
I did. I still think it's good.
Yeah. Cool. Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
So looking forward to more late summer films. So we got some things coming up. Gonna keep it a secret for now. But do you have anything to plug?
I just saw Vengeance. I would recommend to promote. I saw Love Song. I would also recommend that. I think that was a female-led project too. Our next episode is coming up. It's Fire of Love. So I hope you guys take a look at that. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.